Home and office security is an aspect of daily life that more and more people are becoming concerned about, and increasing in popularity are simple, user-friendly network-based security cameras. The Wacom indoor range of network cameras, known as the Cube series, come in several flavors, with the flagship Cube camera offering full HD recording, known simply as the Wacom Cube HD 1080. Founded in 2007, Wacom have grown rapidly, both in company size as well as product range. Suppliers of a range of indoor or outdoor security cameras, the indoor series in particular, known simply as the Cube series, comprise of several models, the flagship being the Cube HD 1080. Designed to be sleek and discreet, featuring motion detection, night vision infrared capabilities, Wi-Fi N, H.264 compression, and a whole lot more. Just like the product name, the Cube camera arrives in a cube-like box. Thankfully, there's no need to destroy the box with a knife, since the top lid slides away from the bottom and users are greeted with the well-presented Cube HD camera itself. Underneath the camera, an additional accessory box can be pulled up and out of the main outer packaging, and within users receive the main power adapter along with plug adapters relative to the country of use, a single standard Ethernet cable, a metal bracket for the camera itself, a mini USB to Ethernet adapter, and a small user guide and installation disc. As the name implies, the Cube HD 1080 is exactly that, cube-shaped. Available in both black or white and primarily plastic in construction, the face measures 6.5 cm square and incorporates an activity LED and condenser microphone in the bottom corners, along with an infrared sensor in the top. Protected by a clear plastic shield, the wide-angle 2-megapixel CMOS lens in the center offers a 62-degree horizontal and 34-degree vertical field of view. There are a total of 28 infrared LEDs surrounding the lens, which assist with night vision, giving up to a stated 15 meters. In terms of video image resolution, this version of the Cube can utilize 1080p at 15 frames per second or 720p at 30 frames per second. Around the back of the unit, the cover has plenty of venting holes for heat dissipation, along with labels for serial number, MAC address, and product codes. A tripod thread in the center can be used in conjunction with the provided stand for securely mounting the unit. Power is delivered by the included 12-volt power pack directly into the rear port in the bottom corner, so power over Ethernet is not included as default. On the Cube's right side, a micro SD card slot can be used for data storage. Alternatively, if you have a NAS device, then data can be stored directly to this instead. On the left side, there is a hard reset button and a WPS button. Since the Cube HD doesn't have an Ethernet port on the camera unit itself, Wacom provide a mini USB to Ethernet adapter. This adapter plugs directly into a port found on the underside of the unit and allows the ability to use the camera through a wired connection. Although no visible antennas protrude from the body of the unit, it also comes with built-in wireless functionality as standard. To fix the Cube HD 1080 into place within a room, it's necessary to use the provided stand. This stand has a tripod thread which matches up to the back of the camera unit. The stand features a pivoting shaft which uses a ball joint. This means the camera can move in a horizontal and vertical motion, all manually of course. The stand can also be screwed to the wall or ceiling via 3 screw holes in order to set up a true security camera system. Thankfully, setting up a security camera is not as complex as one would imagine. Once connected to power, and to an Ethernet port on your network gear for its initial configuration, simply insert the included disk into a Windows or Mac-based computer, and the included tool will help locate the camera on the network and allow users to connect. Alternatively, once the IP address has been established, it can be entered into any internet browser, presenting a landing page giving access to a live view or the camera settings. When it comes to camera settings, there are a large selection of options which can be changed to give plenty of flexibility. There are literally too many settings to feature within this review, but users are able to customize how the camera functions, from video quality to continuous on motion recording, right down to disabling the LEDs, as well as options to mirror and flip the image. The software system is basic and easy to follow, allowing full control of every precise detail, as well as options to store the data on a NAS storage device or locally into a micro SD card, of which up to 64GB in capacity is supported. Bearing in mind this is a security camera, not a video or action camera, the image quality is rather pleasing, both sharp and vivid with good colour reproduction, along with that wide-angle lens which gives a nice, comprehensive viewpoint. The audio is an added bonus, and I found the microphone to pick up even the slightest of sounds rather well. Although the camera can record at full 1080p HD, the frame rate is limited to 15 frames per second, which again for a security camera is perfectly adequate. Those looking for a more fluid 30 frames per second can drop the resolution down to 720p instead, although I'd personally recommend sticking to 1080p since the 15 frames per second still produce footage that's rather fluid. The Cube HD 1080 also impressed with its night vision capabilities. Recording in almost pitch dark surroundings presents no difficulties with seeing objects in the view of the lens. The LEDs incorporate a 15-meter distance capability, which is more than adequate for a small home or office environment, and even in this setting the unit performed remarkably well. Small store owners, offices, and indeed the homeowner are wise to boost the security to deter the petty criminal. Devices like the Cube HD are becoming much more common due to their ease of use and compatibility with smartphones and tablets. The Wacom Cube HD certainly hit the mark. Its physical dimensions and low weight mean it's very discreet and easy to position. Furthermore, the software interface and general setup is incredibly simple, and the broad array of options that are available provide plenty of flexibility over the operation of the camera. When the Cube HD 1080 is operational, the visual quality is very good. The viewing range is one particular high point, as the wide-angle lens gives an expansive view that is both crisp and clear. Although the maximum 15 frames per second for 1080p mode sounds disappointing at first, it actually works impressively well, and motion was smooth and reasonably fluid. A stronger Wi-Fi signal would have been desirable, although users do have the cable option if need be, but the unit as a whole performed impressively well for an indoor camera. For small offices, shops, or homeowners looking for a discreet yet quality camera on a budget, this is certainly a strong contender to consider.